Not all of Florida is under that mandatory evacuation yet, or the hurricane warning. I know we mentioned parts of Miami and the Florida Keys, but Orlando itself still waiting to see what Irma's going to do out there.
Right, absolutely. And it's just been, well, the model's really throwing it more to the east, but you're thinking it could also maybe hug the coast. We really don't know.
Yeah, it's all dependent on if that eye stays over open water. It may maintain its intensity, or if it makes landfall, it'll weaken as it moves inland over Florida and then possibly reemerging. We'll talk about that latest track here in a second, but here's the latest satellite imagery. Still a very healthy-looking Category 5 Irma moving just north of the coastline of Haiti and the Dominican Republic this morning. Moved the eye about 50 miles north of San Juan, Puerto Rico yesterday. They dodged a bullet really there. Then the warnings are up now throughout the entire Bahamas. And eventually hurricane watches will likely include the Florida Keys and southern Florida, including Miami, probably by the later parts of the day today. Here's the updated forecast track from the National Hurricane Center as of 5 a.m. 180-mile-an-hour winds. It's maintained that speed for over 36 hours now. Longest period of time with that maximum winds than any storm on the planet in the satellite era since the 1960s. So pretty impressive storm, shattering records left and right. The updated track keeps it right along the coastline, possibly making landfall somewhere in central Florida, on the central Florida coastline on the east coast, before reemerging over the Gulf Stream waters off the southeast coastline and moving back in for a secondary landfall somewhere around the South Carolina-Georgia line. Some models take this much farther to the east. Some hug the coastline and move right up through the center part of Florida. So this is kind of middle of the road here, and at that point, the margin of error is about 225 miles. So got to take that into account there as well. As we get this close to the forecast period, the Hurricane Center likes to put out several products that give us probabilities on seeing certain type of wind speeds. Here we're looking at the probability of seeing tropical storm force winds. Notice that percentage rather low for us. This is way far out in the future, but the farther south you get into the Carolinas, that probability growing. Now, how about the probability of seeing hurricane force winds of 74 miles an hour or greater starting to grow down through the Carolinas as well? So keep that in mind there. The threat is slightly increased this morning. Also out there, Hurricane Jose, expected to become a major hurricane within the next 36 hours. And then we have Hurricane Katia out in the Gulf of Mexico. The last time there were three coexisting hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin back in 2010. So it's been a while now. Here close to home, we had a cold front move through overnight. Now it's to the east, and drier, cooler weather building in with an area of high pressure that's going to sit over us for the entire weekend, providing a lot of nice weather. 65 out there right now, dew point at 62. Pretty much everybody in the same boat there. Any clouds you're seeing this morning quickly giving way to increasing sunshine. We'll top out today in the middle to upper 70s. Very comfortable afternoon. And then look at these overnight lows. Really nice. We'll drop back into the mid, even lower 50s farther inland, closer to 60 near the coastline. And then tomorrow afternoon, my pick of the week, crystal clear sunny skies, temperatures around mid to upper 70s and a light breeze. Doesn't get much better than that. We kind of do the same thing on Saturday and Sunday as well. 78 today with rapid clearing. A beautiful afternoon. Tonight we fall back to 60 at the coastline. Farther inland will be in the 50s. So great sleeping weather. And there's your 7-day forecast. The weekend just as nice. Pair of 75s both Saturday and Sunday. We'll look towards late Monday and Tuesday for any potential impacts here with Hurricane Irma. And it's all dependent on where that track sets up.